I had a question that's been on my mind for a few days, and it's to do with something that's mentioned in almost every revealed religion. Talk about whether it's Judaism, Islam, Christianity, and even Hinduism. They have something that goes like this. To find inner peace, one must struggle with their inner self. And so my question is the only way to find inner peace the struggle with the self? And if that is the case, then why?
So often, what we do, how we approach things, and how we live our lives is determined by the language that we use and the things we tell ourselves. Here we have this word struggle. Now, what's really at issue is in many ways getting ourselves out of the way so that we can see God, the world, the presence of the divine, as it really is. Getting ourselves out of the way can be viewed as a struggle. It can be viewed as an opportunity. It can be viewed as a pilgrimage. It can be viewed as a celebration. It can be viewed as a wonderful opportunity to deal with the things that you've been given in order to see that which really is.
Right.
So whether or not it's a struggle is really a matter of attitude. Is that helpful?
It is, and it makes me wonder the limitations of the language as well. So quite often we try to talk about spiritual concepts in modern day language, and it just doesn't render well with it.
No, and not only that, you will often find certain traditions that deal with concepts, and I'm thinking of how explicit Hinduism has been and its evolution of language over 5,000 years, describing things that are very, very differently described from another more modern tradition like Christianity or Islam. Although the same issues are being described, the language that's used and the conceptual world that it lives in is often very different, even though the principles are the same.
Right. And it reminds me of a saying of the Prophet in Islam about the greatest jihad is that of one with themselves.
Oh yes, that's right. That was returning from battle, right? We're returning from the lesser holy war to the greater holy war, meaning the one with ourselves. Well, yes, one can view it that way, certainly. But one can also view it as an opportunity, a pilgrimage, or a celebration. Right,
because I often find the outward aspect of struggle, which is much understood by the language of English used these days, is actually comparatively easier than the struggle with oneself. Right?
Yes, because so often in the outer world one knows what one's struggling with.
Right.
And in the inner world you have to look for those things. You have to go on the search to find the little parts of you that are getting in your own way.
Right.
I think of that as a great exploration and an opportunity, not so much as a burden and a struggle.
Right, and I think to add to your point, that exploration can be a very joyful moment.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, that's the joy we all are looking for, is this knowledge that we find in that process, struggle or not.
Thank you.
Hope that was helpful.
It was.